I was muted. There we go. Thank you so much. Definitely not the techie of the team. Welcome to the team call. It is Friday, February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, and I'm so happy to have you guys with us today. This Friday is my favorite day of the week, and you're going to laugh. It's not well, partially it's because it's leading into the weekend, but two reasons. A, I teach therapeutic yoga on Friday morning, so I get all zinned out first thing in the day, and then I get to end it with you guys, which is my fitness family, and I absolutely love it. So I'm so happy for you guys to be here. Um, we're going to start off with just a couple announcements, and then we'll move into the meat of the call as we get entertained by Caleb over here. That's right. No worries, girl. No worries. It was a good laugh. Anyway, so starting this month, or I guess it's technically in March, but it's going to be starting next week because it will be running on a second to last week of the month till the following. We are launching the Team Butterfly Effect book club. So I'm going to be picking a book. This first one is going to be The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's a great read. And we are going to have our book club call the second to last Thursday of every month. So Tuesday. The third Tuesday of every month will be our book club call. You don't have to, this is not a requirement. This is not a, you get nothing special for doing it. This is just an opportunity for us to gain community, gain insight, and learn and grow from each other as a group and as a community, because as Amanda always says, steel sharpens steel, and we will all get better. We will grow together as business people, as leaders, and just as individuals by learning and growing with each other. And quite frankly, I have started multiple book clubs in my lifetime, and the Rockstar VIP book club has been one of my favorites that I've been a part of so far. And so I'm wanting to do it for you guys. Okay, so how this is going to work is this is for the entire organization. However, starting next week, we are launching Team B VIP. I like the sound of it. Team B VIP. So, who is welcome into Team B VIP? Let's rewind real quick. Who's welcome into Rockstar Presenters VIPs? Generally diamonds and above. Some emeralds are given an opportunity to try. However, Amanda and I have discussed it, and I think it's time that we have a place to cultivate leaders in Team B. So if you are an emerald or above, you qualify for being a part of this group. So what does that mean for you? If you're an emerald, what that means is you're growing a business. You're a leader already, and you need accountability, you need assistance, you need a place where you know that people have their mind in the game, and this is going to give you a place to do it. Also, it's going to be a place where you can be involved in the formulation of systems to help grow and advance your business, your organization, and us as a community. So for those people in this group right now who have been a part of Rockstar VIP, can attest that it is definitely a push, helps your business grow, helps you stay more accountable and more on top of your game. And although I am sad to see Team Butterfly Effect leave Rockstar Presenters VIP, I am so excited to give all of my leaders a place to grow their leaders. So get excited about it. This is a big deal, especially for those of you who are not my personally sponsored coaches, or even if you are and you're still at Emerald and you really want to be more than that. This is going to give you an opportunity and a community to really push you. Here's the thing. Many of us bounce back and forth between emerald status and coach status because people go inactive. It's just the nature of the beast, right? But in order to really grow a business, you have to constantly be recruiting. So in order to stay in the Team B VIP group, you have to be emerald solid, meaning if you drop rank, you have a month to get it back up again. Either get someone to go active again or recruit a new coach, whatever you have to do. You have a month to get back up to emerald, and if you don't, you get kicked out of the group. It is what it is, okay? Also, if you hit emerald, actually, I just decided if you hit emerald, I'm going to let you go in immediately because I want to reward you. Okay, as soon as you hit emerald that next week, you can go into the group because I want you to get a taste of what's possible. I just made that decision. I was going to make you hold it for a month, but I just decided I want you to get a taste real quick, right away of what's possible. Okay, but then you have to hold it. You have to hold it. Also, this is going to be a forum and a space where you may get insider information before I give it to the rest of the team. So this is definitely a place where you want to be. Now, as far as like say with the Rockstar VIP, we have to stay in the group, we have to hit a minimum of Success Club every month and have to recruit 2 new coaches. That is a requirement. I am not setting that requirement right at first. However, to stay in the group next year, you have to be a diamond. So, so that means you have to be working this year. You can't just get to emerald and then expect to stay with us. Okay? So you have to be diamond next year to be able to stay in the group. So that means obviously you're going to have to be recruiting and so on and getting those people in. If you're consistently not hitting Success Club, we may ask you to leave the group, okay? Because this is a group. This is for worker bees. This is for leaders. This is a place where we're all driving each other. So if you're constantly just not in the game, then you're not going to be able to stay in the group. However, if you are, then we want you. Okay, we want you. We want people who are dedicated and who are disciplined and who are willing to be the change, because otherwise everything is going to flop. So get excited. So 10 minutes into the call, we're going to start talking about personalities, because as a leader and as a business person and just as a coach, learning to deal with people's different personalities is not easy. It's not easy at all, because we're all in our own heads all the time, like, right? So and it's easy to think that everybody thinks the way I do. So and we obviously don't. We obviously don't all think the same. And so it's important to know how different personality types work, because like say for example, not saying positive or negative, either way. There was a while back, I remember kind of laughing just how different personalities are. I sent 2 different messages, the exact same message, to 2 different people in this group right now. Sent the exact same message to 2 different people and got 2 completely different responses. Completely different responses. These 2 people are different colors. Okay, so so I just had to laugh internally, like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe how one statement is taken differently by just 2 different personality types. So today we're going to be going through the group. This is very interactive. I want you to share with me what your color is, and you don't have to read what it means, but hopefully you have read what it means, and share what stereotypically that color is and how that resonates with you. And also, one thing that I want to talk about too is as that color, what does that, how would someone positively motivate you, and how would they positively reward you? I want to know that, because obviously this helps me with the people who are on this call right now, because everyone but Erica is my personally sponsored coach. So this is obviously going to help me with insight. But for everyone who's listening to this call recorded, if you take the time to ask your coaches or even your challengers, it might be something fun to throw into a challenge group to find out, to have them take the test. It will help knowing stereotypically what a red or a blue or a yellow to get them motivated, what that takes. So, Trisha, and generally we have primary colors and then we have secondary colors. Okay, so if you have like a dominant secondary color, please feel free to share it. So, Trisha, what are your colors or your colors?
Red, which means I'm bossy, correct?
which means you're bossy and you're a leader is what it means. Do you have a secondary color that was dominant?
I just remember this from the last time we took the test last year. I actually took the test again last night and had my mom on the phone asking her, hey, when I was a child, blah, 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 you know?
You're not supposed to overthink it. It says in there, don't overthink it.
I know. But what's weird is it didn't send me my test results. That's why I was on here searching again, because it still hasn't sent me my test results, because I wanted to see if it changed or, talk to my mom. But I think I'm still a red.
Did you have a secondary color? Do you remember?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So as a red, because I actually think, I'll be surprised to find out, I think you're the only red in this group. As a red, what would someone have to do to motivate you, to get you excited about something? Not to reward you, that's different, okay? But how to motivate you. Do you want to think about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess what we'll do then, guys, is we'll go through and we'll just tell our colors and what that means as far as our personalities, and then we'll come back as far as motivating. I'll give you a second. How would someone motivate you? So, Anne, what's your color?
I don't remember. For some reason, I'm thinking blue, yellow, or white. I took it a long time ago, and now I'm confusing myself.
I think yours was white.
White?
I think you were white.
Yellow secondary? I don't know.
Maybe you were yellow second, or I think blue secondary, honestly.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what I remember about you. Do you tell people do you remember what a white was? If not, I'll have.
I don't.
Okay, no. Okay, I'm going to put you on mute for a second, and I know who my other white is, so I'm going to take her off mute. Becky, you still a white?
No, I'm a blue.
What?
You changed? Blue. Why does my secondary though? Why was my secondary? But I don't know I don't remember what it said about it. But my main one came up as blue.
Was it white before?
I was like almost split last time. I was almost split white and blue last time.
Okay.
I think white might have been just slightly more last time when I took it. Mm-hmm. But it was almost equal the last time. But this time blue was more.
Was more dominant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for those of you who are listening on the call, a white, what that is those are the peacemakers. The people who would do anything to keep the peace. Who
Which
want
sounds like me.
Yeah. Who want to avoid confrontation at any cost. Who generally you have to reach out to them. They don't reach out to you, because they are very comfortable in their own little bubbles, because as long as they're in their own little bubbles, no one can poke them and they can't poke anybody else. It's kind of like it's like the boy in the bubble is what I think of. And that's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're peacemakers. We need peacemakers in this world. So what would you say? Okay, we'll come back to that.
But that sounds like me.
Right, it does sound like you. Yeah, it totally does sound like you. That's why I thought Becca's my other white. I always thought Anne and Becca were my whites. Okay, Okay, and now we have, I believe, Eric and Jill are the same. I'm taking Jill Donovan off blue, or off.
Hey.
There you go.
I am a blue, but I haven't done it since last year, so who knows, because I feel like I've acquired maybe some red in me. I don't know. Hey, get off, Mommy. I'm talking right now, and I'll be right with you. And I also took the GEMS test. A friend of mine gave it to me, even though you're supposed to pay for it, the Danny Johnson thing, and I have it in a Google Doc, actually, so maybe I can get it to you. You can
That'd be cool.
Have everybody take it, but I am a sapphire emerald, is what I am.
So what does that mean in the GEMS?
So in the GEMS, it's kind of similar to the color codes where you have you have a sapphire, you have an emerald, you have a pearl, which is usually the white people, the people who are whites, and then you have a ruby, which are usually the reds. And so you have a primary gem and then a secondary. So my primary is a sapphire, which is driven, motivated by fun, and they're the people who have bright colored clothes and who work the room when they're in social situations. Like say Jimmy Hayes, take for instance, he is definitely a sapphire, all sapphire. So that type of personality, or like Mindy
Lawhorn.
Yeah, sapphire. So like that. So, and then an emerald is a person who is kind of like OCD or works off lists and, like that kind of thing, micromanaged and everything. So I'm both of those. and I'm opposite from each other. So, which is crazy because usually you're in the corner. It's like a square. And so the way that they're set up, I am just total opposite of one another, which is crazy. And then a ruby and a pearl would be completely opposite with each other too. Like Amy and I did it. Amy is she is a emerald ruby. So she's in that little corner. So she's kind of like a red personality, but also like a blue too. I guess maybe emerald is blue if you go off the color codes, but it's pretty interesting. So I'll send it to you.
Cool. Okay, Eric, what are you share with us?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. So what can you tell our friends who are team members who are listening later to the call? Tell us about a blue. What is a blue?
They are a do-gooder. They are loyal, sincere, thoughtful, and they have a great greeting quality, relationships, having purpose. I'm actually just reading what it says here. So they bring gifts of quality and service and are generally loyal, sincere, and thoughtful.
Yes. So, blues are our relationship people.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go deep into relationships, and they want to spend, they want your quality time, and they're totally the ones who don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They're totally those people. That is my secondary color. So I'm the only yellow in the group right here, except I was really hoping Stephanie was going to be on the call. She had posted saying that she was a yellow too. Yellows like to have fun. We're loud and proud and don't care. What is it? And actually my secondary color is blue, which I find interesting. It was just me because Jacob always says my philosophy is go deep or go home. Like if you're not willing to share me your darkest secrets in the first 30 minutes of our friendship, then I don't want to be friends with you. No, I'm joking. I mean, kind of. But the bad part about the blues are, because I remember reading this originally, I have a lot of the negative, quote unquote, negative qualities of the blues, meaning I have unrealistic expectations. I'll never forget that. That was one of the things of the blues, is that because the blues are so into the connection and the relationship and so on, that sometimes they may expect more out of another than what the other has to give, just because of the heart space thing. And that's definitely one of my parts of my personality type, that I try my best to keep it bay, so I apologize that I'm going to be right up front, and I'm going to say I'm going to apologize to all of you first and foremost if you ever feel like she's saying, "Gosh, I can't do anything to satisfy her." Becca says she has the worry-prone aspect of the blues. The blues worry too. Yes, the blues worry too. Most definitely, they're the worry warts out of the group. And so now let's talk about, and I know this kind of touches into the love languages and so on, but let's talk about real quick, as far as from your personality as a red, try to separate love languages, okay? Because that's a different thing. Try to separate it for a second. Based on your personality as a red or a blue or a white or a yellow or so on, if someone, me for example, were to put out an incentive or a reward for you based on your personality, what would that be? It doesn't have to be specific. I mean, just kind of just make something up, because this is going to be interesting to see based on personalities. Like, would it be like one-on-one time with someone? Would it be actually a gift? Would it be a party? Would it be, you see what I'm saying? That's what, don't overthink it. And I know all of us would love it all. I know all of us that would love it all. But what would be the most meaningful for you as far as your personality? Trisha.
I'm a people person, so I would
Which reds are?
So, yeah, and I'm also quality time, so I'd love your time.
So you would you be a one-on-one type of person, or would you, that's okay. So I bet you are a secondary blue. I bet you're a secondary.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
Yeah.
Because I am a worry wart too.
Okay, you're a worry wart. Okay, yep, you're probably a secondary blue.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is interesting. Okay. And if I were to reward you, or your husband were to reward you, or some magical benefactor were to reward you with something that would speak to your personality and what you value as a person, what would that be?
I have no idea. I mean, I know my love languages. I don't know. I would say maybe shout outs, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Because, I don't know. I feel like I have so much of the negative self-talk kind of stuff that hearing from other people, like hearing people tell me that this challenge group has changed my life, like that is I don't know, I guess just.
So recognition is huge for you, because you have those negative aspects of those personality types that cause you to not always see you for the sparkly blue that you are, but maybe a dingy blue or something like that. Okay. That's really good. I love that. That's good to know. Okay. So, because I know we have all different combinations here. Donovan, what about you?
Oh, mine's easy. I like gifts. I like recognition, and I like woo, let's have a party.
Okay, so she likes a little bit. She likes a little bit of it all. Okay, but that goes along with the blue and the yellow personalities right there. The gifts is more of a love language thing, but as far as the recognition and the party, that's definitely a blue and a yellow thing. Okay, cool. So it can be interesting, because I've always thought Becca was my white. Now we're saying blue. Okay, Becca, what about you?
I fit into the white so much, so oh gosh, I don't know. I think when it comes to like gifts, like I have a hard time getting gifts from people sometimes. Even like when my husband gives me stuff, I'm like, I really appreciate it, but you don't have to do that, whatever. But I think the most meaningful gifts are when it's something that they've taken the time to think, like, to make it personal to me, not just, oh, I went out and got you a gift, or I got you something because you did great. I'm like, okay, yeah, thanks. But when it's, like something that have some actual meaning to me and to my personality. And then I agree with the recognition, just shout out, just that, you know, it doesn't even have to be like a public recognition. Just sometimes I like that, just that little
pat on the back.
Hey, I really, you know, I appreciate what you've been doing, or I like, you know, things like that.
Okay. So then for you, it's not for you, it's not necessarily even the quality time. It's the thought behind the gesture.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm finding this also interesting. Okay. Awesome. I don't know if anybody else on the team is going to find this nearly as interesting as I am, but I definitely am. Okay. Thanks, Jill. I appreciate that, knowing that. Okay. What about you, Eric?
I would say one-on-one time and a shout out. Yeah, I think that's the main two for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's the blue, is you like that quality time, that time with people. And see, for me, it's like if I really want to feel the love, and for me, it's about, let's go do something together. Let's go dance. Let's go get our nails done. I mean, for me, it's not necessarily about the quality time. It's about the experience, because, you know, I'm a yellow, and so it's all about going out and having fun. If someone were to say, hey, you did a great job, you know what I'm going to reward you for? I'm going to send you to a hula hoop workshop for the day. I'm going to say, woohoo, let's go. You know, that's what I'd love. So, okay, now I know we're getting down very, very down to the end. We're in that last minute, and I know my VIPs have been here with me for a while now. So, let's just, in closing, I would really like, were there any other colors? Did we talked about all the colors, right? Yeah, we talked about all the colors. Lastly, I just want to just touch on this as far as the colors are concerned, why it's important to know this, and to know your color is success partners. This is important. I love the idea of us all having a success partner, someone to work with to motivate us, but it's important that you find one right for your personality. Like we were talking on Amanda's VIP, on the Rockstar VIP wall the other day, that it's important to have a red and a white together, because the white needs someone who's going to push them, and the red, no, you say no, you don't. The white doesn't want a red, right? The red needs someone to push them, and I mean the white needs someone to push them, and the red actually, I mean, if you get two reds together, all it's going to do is just like that the whole time, right? And I mean, I guess a yellow and a white and a white could work together, but blues and yellows work well together too, but you definitely don't want two reds together. You don't want two yellows together. Why? All we're going to do is party the whole time. Like, we're not going to get shit done because we're going to be having too much fun, you know? I would say not two blues together either, because you're going to get so sucked into the story and the emotions or whatever. You can go around in the relationship forever that you don't get anything done. Okay? So blues and reds would work good together too. So this is important in thinking as you're growing your team, and as you're actually just developing as an individual and as a coach, not only to help motivate your challengers and to help understand that everybody thinks differently, but in the idea of collaborating with other people and coming together with other people. It's important to know that you're going to be working with a personality type that's not going to clash with yours, and that's not going to fizzle out the energy. Okay, so I'm so excited to know my leaders so much better. I hope that everybody who's listening to the call recorded learns and takes a little bit away from this. I hope everyone is aspiring to be a Team B VIP, and know that your Team B VIP is our first mission, is to get a 10-day new coach training system put in place. And it is my intention to have it done by mid-March, so we can launch it mid-March. Done by mid-March. I would love to say the beginning of March, but I don't want to stress anybody out too much. Okay, so, oh, Tricia has a question before we go.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify on the dates. So the book club is just the third week At third Tuesday every month.
Yes.
So when will our BE, are we still going to have this call every week?
This will still be, this, I'm going to have to think about that. We may not have a team call the week that we have the book club. Let's think about that, and let's talk as a leadership group in the VIP group to see if that's something we feel like is going to be necessary. Because if it's always the same people calling in all the time, if we get together on a Thursday, we may not have to or on a Tuesday, we may not have to get together on a Friday. That will be something that's flexible. So please stay tuned to the Team B wall where that will always be announced.
And the VIP, is that twice a month though? The
VIP is the second Tuesday of every month. The book club is the third Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
VIPs are to be on both. Team B coaches, anyone on Team B organization is open for the book club, but it's not a requirement. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thanks.
Any other questions or anything we need to clarify before we go?
Oh, I do have one more question, sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Compound effect, is that Audible?
Yeah, the compound effect. Wait a minute, is it on Audible? I don't think it's on Audible.
Yeah, I don't think so, because isn't that the one I was going to have you get me that time?
That was the one you were going to have. Okay, so guys, let me think. Let me second guess. Let me think about this again. Okay, I will let you know Monday what the book club book is going to be. Okay. I don't know if I want to require people to read it, because honestly, I've been doing the majority of my personal development on audio, because all of my reading is my spiritual stuff. Okay, it's all my but Jill, you have a suggestion?
Well, you mean Audible like the little app Audible, or just buying the CD or whatever?
Oh, I'm talking about the app, so you can listen to it on your phone.
Okay, because I was like, I bought that for Tommy a while ago on like CD or whatever.
Yeah, most people don't have CD players everywhere anymore, so I think they're trying. I would like to go stuff that's all digital for those people who don't have CD.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Audible stuff too now. Like typically I'm like, bookworm, but I'm really getting into this listening to it on the Audible stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I do all the only stuff I read anymore are my spiritual texts that I read early in the morning, and so everything else is on Audible all day long. So let me second. I really think they need the information, so I'm feeling really torn to say no. Maybe let me research and see if the Slide Edge is on Audible, because the Slide Edge is written by Jeff Olson, which is Darren Hardy's mentor. Okay, and that was actually the first one that I read, was the Slide Edge, and it's amazing. So let me do some research and find out. I will announce it on Monday. Okay.
Okay. Whatever book you decide, that can be my Audible from Jacob.
Okay. Yours too. Okay. Sounds good. Don't forget to send Jacob to do a screenshot to the team page and tag Jacob, so he knows it's something that's on his to-do list. Okay. Thanks,
is
guys.
he doing for the Success Club, like the books every month or something?
Well, it was, I posted on the team page today that this was the last month, January was the last month that we were doing the Success Club book reward. And starting in February now, I'm going to be doing a gift to my top recruiter and top point Success Club point earners every month, just so I can do something bigger for those people who are doing more. So instead of spending $10 on like 20 people, gonna do something bigger. So if you hit Success Club in January, I posted today, you have until Sunday at 5 p.m. to post a screenshot to the Team B page, tag Jacob, so he knows it's on his to-do list on Sunday night. And I will have a book picked by Sunday. I'll have a book picked by Sunday night, and tag him and just put on there the book that Aubrey chooses for book club or something like that, and I'll have him order it and get it to you. Okay? Love you guys so much. I'm so excited with the momentum and where we're going as a team, and I'm excited to see what this brings. So you guys have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you give your honey some sweet love. Bye.